Coming to you live from Nairobi, this is Focus on Africa on BBC News. Our top stories. It's called Women's Gold, but shea butter is now under threat from climate change. We'll tell you why. Now known as women's gold, shea butter is a trade that provides an income for millions of women across Africa. The creamy produce from shea nut tree is used in skincare and food, with the United States and the European Union being the biggest importers. But environmentalists say climate change is impacting the yield of the trees because of prolonged droughts, and their fears it could impact global supply. Well, Njoroge Muigai has this report from the town of Koboko in northern Uganda.
Mustafa remembers when Mount Kay forest was thick with shea trees. But prolonged droughts attributed to climate change have led to failed harvests here in northern Uganda.
The shea nut tree has that pattern of its production. Usually rains come in March, that's the first season. But now because of climate change, there's this prolonged drought.
This landscape was once filled with shea nut trees, forming part of the shea belt that stretches from West to East Africa, but their numbers have been greatly reduced. Conservationists class the shea tree as facing a high risk of extinction, and there are fears that the industry, which supports millions of women across Africa, is seriously under threat, disrupting supply chains and affecting local economies and global markets. Uganda's shea butter is known for its superior quality. It is more oil-rich than the West African variety, making it highly valued in pharmaceuticals, cosmetics, and food. Mariam Chandiru has been making shea butter for over 20 years, selling it at the local market for $2.50 per 500 milliliter bottle.
I used to sell up to 5 jerrycans of shea oil a week. Right now, I can only fill 2 jerrycans at most. It has made life so difficult.
While Mariam struggles, others are turning to an alternative source of income, felling the shea trees for charcoal.
When I see a shea tree being cut down, it breaks my heart. Our community is affected by poverty. So they look at the tree as an alternative source of income.
Uganda has lost around 100,000 hectares of forest cover annually since 1990. That's around the size of 140,000 football pitches. And there's been a significant decline in shea nut trees. Deforestation, as well as the burning of charcoal and the greenhouse gases it emits, are in turn harmful to the environment. The government recognizes it's a serious issue. In 2023, it banned the cutting down of trees for charcoal. But environmentalists say the challenge is demand.
It has been very difficult to implement. The problem we see is more in urban area. The demand of the charcoal, if you move, is more in urban area, not in the rural area.
Activists like Mustafa are calling for urgent action to protect the tree, including replanting, conservation of regenerated stumps, and existing trees.
This one must not be a one-man's issue, but it must bring in a concerted effort. If we don't take urgent steps to stop this tree from getting lost, we may lose it for good.
But for now, the fate of the shea tree and its precious butter remains uncertain. Njoroge Muigai, BBC News, Koboko, Uganda.